Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Guys, I got this thing on my head trying to flatten it because I'm not in the mood to wear a hat this morning. Come on, Baba. It was... Yeah, it's better off like that. Come say morning to the vlog because I'm using my new camera. Where are you? Say good morning.
Hi guys.
It's Angelo's third day back to school. Come on, son. Is it fourth? Yeah, you're right. Your mom can't check. Come get in the car. Come, go on in. Fix your eyebrow. Waiting for the other one, people. Waiting for the other one. The other late bug. What's the time now? Just because he start work later, keep telling him that I need to leave at a certain time because I don't like to feel rushed. Yeah, guys, so that's what we're up to. Yeah, when I get to Angelo's school, hopefully I remember to take this off. People look at me in that school weird enough already without me walking around with a headscarf because they wouldn't deem it appropriate, probably. 9 minutes past 8. Not that I care what they deem it, but put my bag on the floor, Papa. Did you cut your hair again recently? Huh? Say morning to the vlog.
Morning.
Right, guys, so I'm going to drop the Shane off. Hopefully I'll come and pick you guys back up. Guys, I'm back home. Yeah. The Shane is not a morning person, guys. That's what I was going. And I was giving him what for. Sometimes you have to give them what for because, boy, if you let them lead you, my God. Woo. We need a deer, man. If you make them lead, you lead into, you know what, lead a dark place. And to be whining everybody in. Especially look at Tilly. Cause her style, you know, as soon as you start talk, yes, mama, no. Yes, mama, no. Cut you off. You can't even. So no. I got her ticket, man. I said, anytime you hear me chatting, use your ears and listen. I don't want you cutting me off. Because cutting me off, this is where it leads to where we are now. Because she always acts as if she have everything on lock. Well, she have everything on lock. So no, we dip on her like matlock. Oh, Lord. Them pitney things that me have money. I don't know what kind of do Lulu and them living on. Them think me have money. When them I go anywhere with them friend, and them friend I lead them, then I know when to clock out and say, listen, me need to go me yard. Me need to go me yard. So then look at something them here teach me. Which are the fault she don't know by now. You know? Because me, I test parenting. Like, there was one time they be acting as if I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much and I'm the problem. Nya, nya. So me test all of the areas them. Then work me into feel lock me mouth and not say nothing. And when you see the results, you know, shut up. When you see the result, when you lock your mouth. So at the moment, I try to keep a balance. The way you me lock my mouth, I can't overtalk either at the moment. But with the she like Matlock, I'm honor. I say you can't get 2 words out before, Mom, I know. Mom, and she's so like on that until when I'm retraining her, she's still doing it because she's so on locking me off, shutting me down. So yesterday I lit her up, I chat. I said, these are the times when it's very wise to keep this open so you can learn. Sitting from your mom, I can't go let me know nothing to teach you now. But you can't have me done as a bat. But ask yourself if me it's that dunce if it would be where we are. It meant that dunce. So I don't want no dunce people around me neither. And the beginning of dance is when I lock up on her ears. That's how I'm going on, people. Because when I'm ready, and I took her from A to Z. Me say, this is what it costs when you keep on telling me to lock my mouth. You're going around with your friends here, there, and it's after the GCSE. You they go come tell me, say some of them may have tutor. Even your closest friend, they may have tutor. You don't think you need tutor too. Anyways, yeah. Get up early this morning. Ooh, the lion is sweet. People, let your girl shine for a second. Let her shine. My eyes running water from that cough. But yeah, we have to be weeding everybody in. Everybody must say, oh no, dogging on no phone. Oh no, living on no phone. I said, oh no, living on no tablet. That's Angela. Nasa. Me say, if me there get up every morning, bata, we don't already know for go school at the crack of dawn when I not sleep me up. I try to get to no out. And when you see the result, is it really worth it? Might as well lie down in my bed and sleep. Yeah, people, so I did give them the roll call. I'm say the worst culprit because the other two, one, me only prayer. Yeah? Prayer. And him come a long way. Him come a long way. And 90% of the time, if me tell her, say, him a give me no real trouble, I let her tell upon him. So me just have to take what me get with him. That's my eldest. The other one, too, him go like him know everything about him. He come through with it while in GCSEs. So me have to kind of leave him to do what him a do. But me say the little girl tell her, Rose, you can't open your mouth before she a tell you, say, she got it. If you don't mind sharp, she goes so zoops. Zip it, mom. Yo! So right now, I'm down in her skin. Because all of the things that when we tell her, when she zip me mouth and tell me if not, she get the whole of them now, man. She getting the whole of it now. From A to Z. Me say when you go out with a combo of them, know when we exit. Now make this the one you gonna their yard, that the one they gonna their yard, and you still did it, and the next one gone, and the next one, and you still did it like, you know, nothing better for do at your yard, you know, no parent and nobody no responsible for you, and you did it, they go along with the wind. Fine your yard, tell them say I forgot. That's how I used to be with them, you know, and then I calmed down a lot. So this girl need roll call. She need roll call. So roll call me, I tell her. I say, make sure you keep into communication with me. When you're there on your friend them, learn, sit and take where you feel take a left, where you feel left. Sorry. People, no sir. And so me have to deal with her. And that little girl there. When she done go on like she know everything. Now when it's all said and done, and my kids are mother cuddle, you know. I worry about them. Right now, I have to redo all I want me when do. Because I go on like say me one can't do it. And here we are. Me act as if I can do everything. Me a toilet cleaner. Me a plate washer. Me a bin taker outer. Me a hooverer. Me a catering staff. Me a laundry woman. So where for them thing fall? And people don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they don't really do anything at all, but it's so few and far between, and in this latter end days, they barely do anything, they barely lift a finger. If a 7 days in the week, God bless if one of the day then do something. So now, it's back. Who for phone me can take away? They get take away. Who for iPad need to be removed is going to be removed. Even Angela getting what for? Like you're in the year 4 now. You need to wake up and get your brain. But my main person when me step on them like a matlock, I don't tell it. I little shame him sometimes want me feel late. The world let me a beat at fame jump. Eh? Me say look here. When 8 o'clock come, I hear the car go I gone, me gone. Yeah? Cause police now gonna lock me up for you. You pass them the stage there. So I gone, me gone. You can find your way to work. When me Angelo, that's how they will call lock me up. Yeah? Angelo want me really responsible for at this moment in time. Huh? Cause you're there in the turn and twist and you do every little thing like you drive me somewhere. Alright, you carry me out. Alright, you know the plans of the day. So all you see him coming out of the car, comes down on him face. You know, because they don't like when people tell them the truth and tell them to get their acts together. You say they go boxing if you're careful and go sleep. See him so. I say, all of a sudden now, yes, so we don't go, they do no extra curriculum and you come back and dash on yourself in the bed. Why don't you sit my luck for me? Then did they skirt until him find me in the shower. Because these days they don't have the time for certain things. They're busy. I tell that one me I go tell you less one now. If you cut off the year we have, I not up. Cut you off, start from scratch. Cut you off, cause nothing good no less are dead here. Mind you, to tell you the truth, even this morning, I see hair dropping out of my head all of a sudden. If there's 1-2 hair on me, okay. But several hair upon me. I mean, I have no hair. So I say, my God, I come like I go shave off the little hair when they gain back. My God. That I didn't want to do. Everything I got tits up. tits up. The look ear when me gain back, it come like me have to go shave it off. Look like me have to go shave it off, people, because this morning, pan the look white top, me see here, there, and everywhere. Me see for this long time, I fuss in my life, because from me see 2-3 years, me shave off that crop. So I don't know if I can recover it or I have to get rid of it. I don't know what the future will for me with my piece of hair. And there was one point I was thinking of shaving the side. I don't know people. God damn, there's something I don't like. I don't like from the past 5 years they come out of my head. I done me done. So yeah, back to school. I tell the little boy, I said, 8 o'clock. I don't want to drive on road with anxiety, road busy. When you pass 8 o'clock, I either drive on road or I say like the latest 8:15. You have to have your 2 hold them. So I can't left out my prayer and my Bible. You have to have the 2 hold them peel out. But when you're late, it's not a good thing. Even when this morning when I go to drop Angela off, I still have to park on yellow line. Only because them and the yellow line are not serious. I have to park on yellow line and go drop him at the gate and say, alright then. For these days, you can do that in a year 4. If he can't find him waiting in class, God go with him. But he's used to his school now, so he can do that. Once I drop him past the teacher at the gate, that's what I had to do. I didn't really want to be doing that. I've done that a few times before, but like it's the first time I'm actually dropping him off. But I had to drop him at the gate and run back to my Bissac car. I had to. Guys, I'm in Tesco's. Trying to buy some bits. Not much, just a tiny little top up or something. God. I'm kind of confused. Kind of me. I'm so tired of me. It's unreal. Tired of me. My body needs cleansing. My body needs cleansing. Obviously, people are the worst thing. Me, I look at contact up now because what there for 335. So I am gonna buy it. I'm showing you guys properly. And I'm gonna buy some cabbage because I've been feeling some cabbage. So pork and cabbage with what? I need no dumpling. I just want something light and airy. So someone calling me? My phone's still on. Lion of Judah, my trust is in you, Master of the universe. My trust is in you. I am not, I am Lord. My trust is in you. Master, it's like a God lead me now today. Look how much we corners. Eh? Look how much we corners, people. It's a good job me eye there, here, there and everywhere. So I'm on it. And it like Sonic today, mate. And it like Sonic. And I'm going over there in a minute to buy my coconut water when these people kind of done what they're doing. But let me still try and scan. Let's see. Even though you get them. Let me buy one pack for Angelo. I wonder if I should buy fruits instead. $1.29. I'll get these ones instead. I don't like how that packaging feel. Extremely soggy. So this is what I've been drinking for the past maybe like week or so. Coconut water. Back on it. And I'm seeing kombucha here. What's on the club card? I've seen people with it, but not today. So I think I'll do some white rice with the cabbage, God's willing. Not a lot, and I've got some carrots at home. Frozen carrots. Hopefully, God's willing. So I'm literally just what do you call it? Hoping. And to tell you the truth, people, made us buy something to the fact that I have something in my yard because I might just cook noodles in the end. Snap. Oh. Sorry. I'm filming. Let me stop a little bit. Guys. You're like probably up in my nose by the looks of things. But anyhow, as promised, I come to read from Psalms 35, share my devotion with you guys. So, yeah, I'm going to read Psalms 35. Read it this morning, it was so lovely. Okay. I'm going to read from 1 through to the end. Plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler, and stand up for mine help. Draw out also the spear, and stop the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that devise my hurt. Let them be as a chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord persecute them. For without cause have they hid for me their nets in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he had, oh, my eyes are watering, hid catch himself into that very destruction. Let him fall, and let my soul, and my soul shall be joyful in the Lord. It shall rejoice in his salvation. All my bones shall say, Lord, who is like unto thee, which deliverest the poor from him that is too strong for him? Yea, the poor and the needy from him that spoileth him. False witness did rise up. They laid to my charge things that I knew not. They rewarded me evil for good, to the spoiling of my soul. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humbled my soul with fasting and prayers. Returning into my own bosom, I behaved myself as though he had been my friend or brother. Oh, no, mate. The sunscreen, like lotion. Oh, it's having me right now. Right now. Where am I? I behaved myself as though he had been my friend or brother. I bow down heavily as one that mourneth for his mother. But in my adversity they rejoice and gather themselves together. Yea, the object gather themselves together against me, and I knew it not. They did tear me, and cease not. With hypocritical mockers, in feasts they gash it upon me with their teeth. Lord, how long wilt thou look on? Rescue my soul from their destruction, my darling from the lions. I will give thee thanks in the great congregation. I will praise thee among much people. Let not them that are my enemies wrongfully rejoice over me. Neither let them wink with their eyes that hate me without a cause. For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Yea, they open their mouths wide against me, and said, Aha, aha, our eyes have seen it. This thou hast seen, O Lord. Keep not silent, O Lord. Be not far from me. Stir up thyself and awake to my judgment, even unto my cause, my God and my Lord. I get a beating, guys. The two eyes there. I think the cream has slightly gone into it a little bit. Oh. And then me staring into this fashion glass ain't really helping because not reading glasses. Let's see if I can get through the rest of it. Judge me, O my God, according to the righteousness, and let them not rejoice over me. Let them not say in their hearts, Aha, so would we have it. Let them not say, We have swallowed him up. Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together that rejoice at my hurt. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnify themselves against me. Let them shout for joy and be glad that favor my righteous cause. Yea, let them say continually, Let the Lord be magnified, which had pleasure in the prosperity of his servant. And my tongue shall speak of thy righteousness and of thy praise all the day long. So this is very familiar Psalms to me. You know, when I'm really going through it, that Psalms has been one of my little saving grace. But it's been a while since I've read it and all of these stuff. So it's so good this morning because I don't like to force things. I like to feel like the timing is right. So yeah, guys, I got a little testimony like over the summer, like literally. What summer? There was literally no summer for me, non-existent. But anyhow, I come sit before you today. I have learned a lot. I have learned. There's a truck coming. I've learned that, you know, when you're going through the eye of the storm, so to speak, you can think all things, and it not necessarily means that what you're thinking is wrong. But when you come out that storm and you kind of assess and look back, it's like basically you'll be thinking, okay, you know, I'm glad for what I went through, you know. I sat here and I can tell you I am glad for what I went through because it has grown me a lot. Not that I liked it, because sometimes you get through stages in life. Let me try and make sure I'm explaining this properly. You get through stages in life and you think you're not going to go back, and what you've been through, that's it. You're not going to go through anything similar, or you have overcome that, and it's not ever going to be a part of you. And then when you go through some stuff and you kind of bring you back to that place where you think you've left, you just feel like it's over, you know? Because I am so aware that I am back in a place that I think I've left, not to return. And that place, I'm talking about that situation in your life that you've overcome and think that that is not going to be your portion ever again. You find yourself back in that place. That place could be in depression, in darkness, going through the same thing that you think you've learned your lesson. It's not going to capture you again like that. And you're back into that place and you're just thinking, especially when you feel like you're in that place and you ain't got no fight. You basically, and it's your fault really. But sometimes you're paralyzed in that place. You're paralyzed in that place. You feel like you ain't got no fight, and you're kind of stubborn as well. You don't really want to fight. Speaking from my experience, my testimony, I didn't really want to feel like I want to be fighting. I feel like I'm exhausted and I'm ready to say, okay, you know. I'm here drinking my British tea, guys. I don't know if you can say that. I'm so lovely. Honey and oat milk with PG tips. Might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm used to it like now, because a normal British tea is like full fat, or what is it, half fat, or whatever milk. It's not really oats milk, but yeah, I'm used to it. So it's delicious, what I needed today. I think I shared with you that I've been over TikTok, watching out the people in business, watching something where normally I wouldn't even be watching, getting caught up. But there was lessons in there to be learned. I mean, when I was in it, I was just keying and guilty pleasure sort of things. And those seasons, I'll barely be reading my Bible and everything like that. And I just felt like I ain't got nothing to give in that area, like to read my Bible and try to pick myself out the miry clay, so to speak, plant my feet on higher ground. I was just like, let me take a holiday on TikTok. TikTok, scrolling. The river of no return. But then, sitting here looking at you guys today, I was just like, I'm not saying I've come off TikTok completely, but I've reduced it really well now. I'm understanding, like, to say that why, I don't know if it's, I'm just being honest with you guys. You know me, I'm going to be real. Over from once God know my heart, this is what I'm going to be telling the people, my heart. I don't know if I'm making an excuse or not, guys. I don't know if I'm making an excuse, but when I kind of like get to this stage, I'm kind of like, oh my God, I can't judge the people them, because the things are the things. My ears, may not think me quite been in so much shit in my life before. I was up to my ears in shit, guys. That's the best way I can explain it. The amount of stuff that I was hearing that was derogatory, not positive. Bare swearing, bare cussing, bare things that, will make your eardrum burst or burn, and because you're just like, I don't know if I'm sheltered and stuff like that, but when I did leave Jamaica and stuff, and I was still like, back in the days, I probably cuss and carry on a certain way, but it still ain't to them kind of extent. And I don't know if I did tell you guys about it. One thing about Jamaican people, oh my days, if they cuss you, dog yam your supper. Dog yam your supper. If you get cussed out by a Jamaican, like really cussed out. Really cussed out. So anyway, some of the stuff that I was hearing, and I just know that it was toxic and it's not positive. But I was in there listening for dear life, and and it actually helped me, because I'd just be laughing, listening to all this grunge. Anyways, basically I'm here today. It's like, I'm not judging nobody. Sometimes you open yourself to things that you're not even meant to be opening opening yourself to. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. Once you don't hear it, you can't unhear it. You just have to heal from it. So I take full responsibility of that. I ain't got no excuse to make for dragging myself and sitting in that pile of shit for however long. But I'll come out the shit, and in some ways I'll still listen to the people them sometimes. And but one good thing that I'll take in from it, I'm also praying for them people as well. You understand? And Father God, I am going to make this analogy. I know in the Bible, like, when they expect God to be around the people that's already saved and baptized, he's always hanging around with the people them that's unsaved, unbaptized. And it's like, it's not like I'm making an excuse or anything like that, but he kind of draw me to that. You draw me to that, and it kind of make me think, oh my God, there's so much people that needs prayer. I mean, I can't take on everything. I've learned that through my processing. But what I have learned, and what I will say, is that now I've realized what I don't want to be doing. I don't want to be on TikTok being derogatory. I don't want to be on TikTok swearing and doing the most, and just, me learn that the lesson there. I've learned that lesson, you know. They say when you're a child, you act like a child. When you're grown, you should act like, you know, when you're grown. I don't know if that's the exact wording, but who gets it, gets it. And me as an adult, for me to, you know, the whole process made me know for sure that I don't want to be on TikTok or any platform being a certain way. That's going to be derogatory, or I'm not going to be proud of it. So I've learned that through that process. And I've learned that don't fight it. You know, I'm going to be myself. And I'm a fickle human being in some ways. I'm not going to lie. I can't stay on one thing too long. So I'm just going to let nature take its course to a bit. And I pray God is leading me as well. And I hope that I'll come and share his Bible. You know, it's not going to be every day because I know what I'm like. But those are the things I want to be doing. You know, I want to share with you guys. Pray for one another. Pray for one another. Start in your family and then you start growing it. I've been teaching Angela a good while now how to pray. And you'd be surprised he has come leaps and bounds in his prayer life. And, you know, I kind of did grow all my other children like that, about praying and stuff. But even like my daughter Tilly, I'm telling you, you know, you get to a certain stage, you have to develop a serious prayer life and knowing that without God, you are nothing. And nobody never told me that like that per se. But in my family, I grow see my mom praying all the time, crying, praying. She went for a whole sector of my life on that, you know. So I just want her to understand and learn. And she always telling me, Mom, you don't know nothing about my prayer life and all of these things. And oh, Mom, you wake me up in the morning, and you know, I think I'm used to this now, the praying and da 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 da, you know. But bless them, they're young, they don't really know. So I can only hope. Last time I bought her a prayer book and stuff like that, and we used to have a devotion, but sometimes it's a bit tricky. I went through times and I'm just like praying and feeling like I'm covering everybody. But, you know, all individual need to have their own prayer life. It's even a few words. Once your heart posture is in the right place, that can move mountain. And you start praying for your neighbors. You start praying for your neighbors. I'm so glad that I've learned that no matter what I could be going through with my neighbors, I've learned to always try and pray for them and lift them up and all of these things, and pray for them in a positive way that they may get to the realization and know why they're here and stuff like that. And I've learned that I can't cut off my neighbors. You understand? They're my neighbors. They're my neighbors. And they've been quite good to me as well in terms of like my neighbors looking after my garden and stuff like that. I can go to the neighbor next door. Human beings are not perfect, but I can call on them in any little situation, same way. Even though we had stuff going on in my neighborhood previously, but I've, you know, understood and understand. People are people. Sometimes you're going through some situation, you may not like it. And I remember the time when my car damaged, and I made the decision like not to fight it. Just start praying and praying for who you think it is, so that, you know, good prayers and stuff like that. So I'm learning a lot, man. But in my season that I've come through recently, my gosh, you know, you let down by people that you think is close to you, and people are not perfect, but the most I can do, it's not like I'm going to be having everybody in my ears, because me, I like peace, I don't like problems. For the very moment I found out you're going to be a problem in my life, I'll do you the favor of praying for you, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to be backing and forthing with chatting. It doesn't mean that. I'll pray for you. Stuff like that. And this is what we need to do for each other. This is what we need to do for each other. Take time out of our time and pray. And it's not every day, but I feel in the spirit that I need to come on my channel. I'll be making clips here, there, everywhere. Round, up, down. And I don't know what's going to make it to my channel, but I know this is going to make it to my channel. Because I'm trying to be more intentional. And I'm trying to be a thing where I'm not making my videos for views. I'm making my video that I can sit down and have a chat with people. I mean, psychologically, you want to see the views, you know. Don't get me wrong, people. I'm only human. I want to see my channel grow. And I want to see the views and all of these things. But I'm not making my channel for views. I want to make my channel to have a chat with people. And to say, in the moment, sometimes when you're going through things, it can be, seems really bad. And, you know, you're all caught up in it. And all of these things. And I still do things that maybe other people deem unusual. But that's not my business. That's not my business. Sometimes you have to work off your own spirit. Else you don't know when to make good decision. You have to go after your spirit of discernment. Recently, Angelo go to swimming and end up, somebody took his shoes and he end up with somebody else's shoes. So I was like, okay, you know, even though in my brain I'm screaming, I'm like, okay, Rose, it's not a big deal, And I only just made up my mind to allow him to be doing school swimming. Because I don't know if you guys know that story. Where at first, because I knew that he never had any experience with swimming. When he got to that stage of school, I didn't allow him to do it. So, and I talked with his dad that he has to have some form of training first before I allow that to happen. Anyway, moving forward now, this year, he's had his experience with swimming and stuff like that, and I feel more comfortable about it. So, you know, he's in a new class, he's growing up, and they have swimming as part of the curriculum with his friends and stuff. It's like, okay, not 100%, but, you know, I'm much better in the fact that I know that he's got swimming experience. First swimming lesson, Angela come back with somebody else's shoes. Somebody take his shoes, he come back with somebody else's shoes. I don't know. And I found out this when his dad dropped him off. I want to say maybe the Sunday or the Saturday. I can't quite remember. So I was like, okay, Rose, don't act like you ain't got no sense. Don't just start screaming like a banshee or whatever. Just is what it is. So now we have to wait now till Monday to see when he go to school. I'm assuming that it's somebody in his class that has made a mistake with the shoes and has his shoes. He has their shoes. Monday come, he goes to school. When school finish, his dad pick him up, come back home in the piece of dirty trainers. Because I wasn't about to let him wear his white trainers up there, because I know he wouldn't be coming back in the shape that I sent him in. So I send him his little dusty pair for him to wear to school, to get his school shoes now to come back home. At the end of the day, when school finished, he turned back up into this dusty trainers. I like, so Angela, you never got your school hearing. Day one of the missing shoes, Mum. Day one of the missing shoes. They haven't found the shoes. I was like, right, that's it. Me not care whether the shoes they there, but me know say enough we venture back on your foot when you decide that if it want to turn up. And then I now begin to start thinking that perhaps they ain't gonna find the shoes because maybe it's
like another school or something. I just start thinking also that maybe ain't even got anything to do with his classroom and all the children there. He might just been. So like, and the dad now, he's got brand new shoes in his PE bag that he was going to use for PE. The dad now didn't even have the good sense to let him wear that home. And that begins to be his shoes until further come back in the piece of trainers. So me wipe off the trainers. I lost it yesterday. So when that shoes turn up, you won't be putting that back on your foot. And me just pray to God, said that's not the case. And because I had a word with the teacher as well. So when that shoes turn up, I do not want it. Want Angelo back in it. So I need to give it to the dad. Or me. But don't give it to him. For him to put on. Because that's it. That's it now. I don't want to know nothing about the shoes again. I don't want to know nothing about the shoes. As much as I know that's God's leading. But me say, me do my due diligent and thought, oh, okay. Yeah, Rose, don't bother kick off, you know, da-da-da-da-da, these things happen, rah. Come Monday and I get the shoes. Nobody get it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, nobody get it. Basically, I tell the teacher, say, if you come across that shoes, you can just tip it in the bin. But I never went as far, but I think she understood. Yeah. Because all of a sudden, the shoes becoming a thing. And I told the Angelo as well, you know. I told the Angela, me say, look here, you're growing up now. We mother called you enough. You have to find your own feet. You're in year 4. Make sure that you use your discernment and don't let people they palming you here, palming you there, telling you this, telling you that. You need to start stand up and because God forbid him come back here with that shoes upon feet foot. When I went up there this morning, I made sure I took the new shoes out of the PE bag. That's they collecting dust. They ain't done on PE and there's a brand new shoes in the PE bag. So I swapped it out. The dust to pay for the brand new shoes. And I tie it on his foot. So if him ever make the mistake and come here in a school shoes that him start the new year with, that rocked up from nowhere. I ain't gonna say my last word because there's times when I have to go with God, really. But if me to go for my own flesh, it wouldn't be nice if he ever go transfer the other one from his foot and put on that one day. Because that's just not me. And sometimes I don't like to bend. Because when you bend, who knows. So, but me give God thanks. Me give God thanks, say how me feel and where me I get to. And the fact that me start pray for the people them on TikTok, so me have a whole group of people for them pray for now. A whole other group of persons apart from who me they pray for in the first place. My. I say, ain't no worth it, people. We can all go down in the rivers and no return, but you know, worth it. This is my testimony. I know I drag shoes argument into it, but this is my testimony. It no worth it. If you go down in the Mary clay, it no worth it. Because no matter what, this is what I tell Tilly. Whether you get to know God now or later, you have to go know him. As I say, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. So sometimes it's tricky. But these days, I am going to try and pride myself in finding the lesson in whatever I'm going through. Finding the lesson. And it's not the fact that I'm going to be taking the low road with people. I'm always going to take the high road, even if it's down to my loss. Like I said, I know his dad will be fuming because he barely been 2 weeks good in the school. Angelo, now we about that their shoes there. Barely been 2 weeks. In the sense that I'm going to say that if the shoes turn up, I been it. That's where he's going to be fuming. Because he ain't going to see my knowledge in that sense. That's where he's going to be fuming. But me say if that shoes they turn up, you know. Even if you have to be to my loss, maybe I'll take the loss. But I don't want to see that back on Angela. I make you only pray. The last bit I want to say. Didn't quite finish the tea, but it was lovely. So anyway, guys, you know how I stay now these days. I don't know if everything makes sense, but me talk it or me see it. And I just wish you guys all the best. Lots of love. Dig deep. Because like I said, when you're in the shit, it's hard to clean off the shit at times. But fight a good fight. And the lesson in all I tell you, if you get to this point in my video, the lesson is you can overcome. You can overcome if you really want to overcome. You can overcome, and don't be beating up yourself too much about the fact that you find yourself back at a place that you've left. Yeah, so to speak. Don't be beating up yourself too much if you find yourself at a place where you have left. Sometimes I'm screaming to my kids, my gosh, of all my years, it's you lot that make me know this life. The deeper work than when I cannot do it all anymore. So sometimes I leave it. I choose my battle. But I say, people, I have learned. And I just pray to God that I always remember, I don't want to be going backwards. Sometimes you have your friends and you they try to lead them forwards and you feel like them a drag you backwards. Let them go. All you can do, pray for them. That's all you can do. Pray for them, because if they want to try you, maybe like, I don't know. Only God knows. But I want to say, let me put the window down. I look at me not done yet. I want to say, I don't know who they pray for me. I feel like maybe have nobody to pray for me already. So if me go leave myself careless for them pardon, pull me all the way back, and me stuck a back. Yeah. It not go board well. So me have to find a way, fight a good fight, even though there's times when me lay down arms. Me have to go back go pick it up. For my children, then my children, them. Sometimes I find myself into gossip. And that's another story, but it's for another day too long. Find myself into gossip. And when we catch up on myself, and I thought to myself, you know what, Rose? You know, like people chat about you, so you have to leg off of people name. So me have to repent. And it's few and far between, but the point is the point. Yeah? You have to repent. Ask yourself, what would Jesus do? Ask yourself if you want the same treatment. If there was a saying, because me, yeah, I yesterday me and Angela do look maths on his maths book. And we get to some easy one. And I can't do it quick out of my brain. I hear him. Hey, ma'am. Those ones are easy. You can do those ones. So I'm like, yes, yes, I can do those ones. So the ones now that's really, my brain can't get through them. It's like times in some numbers. I want to hear him teach me. Like he say, like if you time in by 3. I don't want to get it wrong. But anyway, the way of him brain work, God bless him. Then he gets to some other ones now and you have to read it to figure out what you're meant to do. When him read it, he don't know what to do. So I say, I wanna really underestimate me through me having to talk down for myself. Because I know what to be doing at this point. Yeah? So I'm having a laugh and a joke with him and saying, here we go now. You have to read it. And basically, they put the answer beside a letter. I don't know if anyone of you guys ever come across this. They put the answer beside a letter. And they say basically shade in the letter where the answer is beside it. He never quite got it. So he frothed it up. Done the wrong one first. So I was like, Angela, and I explained it to him. I said, they said, shade in the letter that where the right answer is. Because they literally put the, like, for example, 2 times 2 is 4. So they put like a S beside the answer, 4. And then they give you another wrong answer with another letter. You never catch on to that one quite quickly. And sometimes it's the simple maths that we have tripping up Angelo. Not the hard ones. And it's the simple maths me, you know. So I was like, anyway, when he got it, me say, yes, Angelo, you did it down in the game. Make your brain a fry up. He laugh. So I think, no mama idiot. Stay there. Me might not can get the answer as quick. Or I might not be able to get the answer at all like you. Yeah? Because most of the times when if you not sense, then take it on moped. If you not sense, then turn you in an idiot. So me have a calculator. It's his calculator. So when he do his work and he think a piece and see if we have to go through it with the calculator. Because me not sound like a some idiot. My mother say, yeah, you're right. Yeah. We have to find a way for me to say, he right. Whether me can do it or me can do it. Yeah, it's either the brothers and the other sister them come and they will we do it together. Or me have my calculator or my galang pang Google, YouTube. Go sit down and figure it out. And me will know. But if Angelo ever gonna know say him can get it with something, try know he be trying it. So we done a couple of pages and we went through it together with the calculator. First one, I'm the one that done the calculating part. towards what his answer is. And then the second time he goes, oh, Mom, I want to do the calculator. And you check the answers. I was like, okay, cool. So we done that. But if you leave them for turn you in a pone, God go with you. Anyway, guys, we don't have nobody who watch this video, yeah. I'm in a chatty mood. I'm in a chatty mood, but don't miss the point. Don't miss the point of the chat. Lots of love and blessings, my beautiful people. It's been a while. Since me come and drop you some gems. I go patch up that video with some other clips. But at the last part of the video, in this close here, I want to make sure to watch. And watch good. Yeah. May the good Lord go with you all. Until next time, I shall see you all in another video. Bye, guys. So YouTube, Lord of mercy.